Hello to all those who are fans of Warhammer 40,000. I've got some armies that I've painted and made. Space Marines and Tyranids from the Battle of McGregor set. Some Orks from this. Doesn't really tell you how many, but I know that there's like 16 of them. And you got a couple Necrons. This is where the Space Marines and Tyranids came from. Okay, I would like to give you a little show of some of the details that I've done. I only have 3 Necron warriors. I have a couple Space Marines, and I showed some of the best Tyranids right here that I made. And got some Orks right here. Let me show you the best. Like, this was like one of my first ones. Of course, you can't really see it all that well because the quality of the camera isn't all that good. Maybe if I just kind of use this to zoom in. There, you could see the quality a lot better. Anyway, that was like one of my first ones. I'm just going to show you the best ones because I don't want to run out of time before I can show you anything. Here's like the best shooter boy that I made. Sorry if I have nasal congestion. That's why I'm sniffling a lot. Here is the orc. You can see the detail that I put on the arms. I dry painted that. You can see some of the other things I added, like I dry brush a lot on these because it's really best, and it's really hard to get the eyes because they're so hard to get to. The helmet's in the way because the helmet was already on, and you can see like I try to make it very close to the kind in Dawn of War because I put the spike on top, as well as the arm thing, the arm shoulder pad, as well as the gun being the type that they used. Yeah, there you go. And then you have like one with 2 guns, just 2 sluggas, because the sluggas are like their pistols. Their axes are called choppas. So you can tell that I gave him like some yellow tattoos. He's from the Bad Moons, I think, or Evil Sons. You can see the little stitching I did, like right there. Like right there, I did some stitching. The shiny parts are just the glue that just got on top of it. I decided to make his shirt black, and I added a little bit of detailing. You can see the dry brushing on his arms. It's a nice little detail, and his iron gauntlets as well. Like I had to cut their original guns off and put the new ones on in some cases just so it would work. You can see the detail here. Now I'd like to show you like my best Necrons. This is my newest Necron. It's also my latest. Let me show you the good details. So here he is. Here it is. Now if you notice in the light, you can sort of see like the transparency of the tube of his Gauss flare gun. This was done by trying to get the least amount of glue on it as possible. Feel free to tell me what I could do better and what I didn't do. And I try to make it look like the Dawn of War one. As you can see the trim on his legs and the shoulder pads, and got a little brass color on its head. And I gave it a little blood on the bayonet. See, on the original one, the first one that I did, this one, you can barely see that the Gauss flare green tube is not really all that transparent. It's because I got glue. I covered in glue by accident. But yeah, I'm improving. I'm still improving. These are like some of my works. Here's a Tyranid termagant that I would like to show. And yes, the gloss comes from the glue. That was not intentional. I didn't really do any like how to do things. This is just me looking at the book and trying to copy what I saw as best as I could. I'm an amateur, really. For me, the fun part is just painting these, like going into all the rules and stuff, and the codex is a lot to remember. And I gave the base like some sand because I don't really have a lot of stuff to make it with, so I decided to get some sand and just put it there. It wasn't from outside; it was from like a bag of sand, and I just put it on I just glued it. I gave the Bestial Brown touch on the base. Painted his tongue, his eyes, and his teeth were not easy to do, but it was still doable. The underside was hard to get to, and yeah. Now to show you a Gene Stealer. I'm trying to give it like a dark background so that way you can see the details better. Here is, I give it an undercoat of Chaos Black, but sometimes I had to just repaint it because it was not too effective. You can see in the armpit, like right there, it was kind of faded. It's because the undercoat didn't really, the spray paint undercoat didn't really work as well as I was hoping it would. And you can tell some of the detail I put into it. I did let a friend like paint one, and he didn't do a very good job at it. I didn't show it here. It's over in that box over there. Oh yeah, these are my Ultramarines. Now you notice that one's red over here. I just kind of did like a I was more interested in the Blood Ravens than I am in the Ultramarine, so I tried my best to paint it looking like a Blood Angel. And yes, I know the arm symbol was terrible. I just had trouble with the decals. Oh, now I want to show you the Sergeant. This Sergeant. Now, if you can notice, see his holster or whatever that bag is on his hip. You can see that there's like a you can see like the light brown touching on the sides. Mixed Bestial Brown and Bleached Bone a little bit and painted that. And you can see the Bestial Brown base, detail and bolt pistol. His head I mixed like I used kind of like a pink color, but as well as Bleached Bone. They recommended Bleached Bone, but I tried to make it look as much as in the book as possible. The detail that you can see with the camera isn't really all that well because of the way the light's hitting it. Sorry about that. And you can tell. Sorry, my camera quality isn't as good as I wished it would be. This was clearly one of the first ones that I did because, like, if you can tell, the detail could be a lot better. And you can tell that I did a crappy job of painting the Omega symbol. There's only one that I did use decal for, and even then I don't think I did it very well. I think it's this one. There you go. Omega symbol on his shoulder and the arrow. Then you got the one with the rocket launcher. Yeah, I know. I could have done better with the glowing, but oh well. And then you have this guy, I don't remember his name. Again with the head, I tried my best. Don't fight the Tyranids just yet. This is just kind of like saying, oh, 4-way battle. Yeah. I have some attack scarabs in my Necron set, but I just haven't gotten around to finishing it. I'm trying to give you like a cool angle of all of this. We can get a detailed look of them all fighting each other. Here are the Marines. Here are the Necrons. Ready to fight. I'll make more. The Necrons are actually kind of hard to build together because I had to hold together all the pieces after I glued them. Like, they are the hardest to build. For me, they were the hardest to put together. The Space Marines are really hard to paint, but really easy to like glue together. The Tyranids are hard to paint, but easy to glue together because there's less pieces again. The Orks, there's a lot of pieces that go together with them, but they're actually pretty easy to paint, and they're actually kind of fun to paint. For me, anyway. The Necrons, somewhat, they're pretty easy to paint because they only use like one color. Anyway, that's pretty much about it. I have more in the box, like just Tyranids. I could show you like one of the markers. I don't really remember like what this. I don't really know what. I don't remember what it is. It's some sort of Tyranid marker. I'm trying to give you like a zoomed in view that can give you a nice detailed look at what I'm trying to show you. I'm not showing you the other side. There's a hive node. I try to dry brush it as best as possible. Bases, some of them are gold. That's a gold base. I'm sorry if it looks kind of crappy. Some of the bases I just left black, but most of them I just painted brown. I tried to make them look as good as this. See how they dry brushed that? I really did try to make it look like that. But yeah, like I am really proud of the double gun orc that I made because of just how beautifully detailed it looks. In comparison to all the other ones that I made. It's just pretty cool. I mean, just check that out. It's not really all that Dawn of War base, but who cares? I just like this. Like I did make a couple orcs try to be based off of Dawn of War. Let me show you like a slug of boy from that I try to make Dawn of War-ish. Like here. This is an example. Not the purple band that you see on his leg, but ignore that. You can see I try to make it look like a blood axe army. Blood axe. And I had spare pieces with this one. Like I had these spare melee pieces and other things that I wanted to use, but I just couldn't really use them, so I figured why not just like slap it all together with this one orc that. Oh yeah, notice the eyes. I did something special with the eyes. Gave that some detail. Sorry I'm shaking so much. Here, I'll put it down. So maybe you can get a better detailed look at what I'm trying to show you. There you go. notice what I did with the chainsword. That's what it looks like on the box. On the box, they have it like that. Just like it, just like it. And yes, I know I put some bolt shells on his arm, but I know he doesn't use gun, but who cares? I decided to make his sword a little bit cool by adding stuff to it. There's like a red version on the other side, but it just doesn't show up all that well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my army so far. I'm hoping to make more Necrons and more Orks, because I'm pretty much done building the Space Marine and Tyranid army. The Orks, I'm almost done with making them, and I've just started with the Necrons. So yeah. That's pretty much it so far. So bye.